Hi, my name is Joel and I'm one of the owners of Cary Mosquito Control. And I want to talk to you today about some ways that you can, as a homeowner, reduce your exposure to mosquitoes and also start enjoying your backyard a little bit more. So the first thing to just know is that oftentimes with the nuisance of mosquitoes, we often don't really understand what causes them and what are some of the ways that we can actually prevent them from even breeding in our backyards. So before we dive into a couple different solutions, it's really important to understand that a couple things that really help to breed mosquitoes is standing water, stagnant water, or any kind of water where it just creates that natural breeding ground. So one of the things you can start to do to prevent this is just through some natural landscaping. Oftentimes just having good drainage prevents that standing water, making sure that the grading around your house is allowing the water to flow away from your home and not standing near it, creating those pools and those natural nesting grounds for them to start. And then as well, a lot of people don't realize that even a lot of water features that we enjoy actually can cause and worsen the problems, such as having bird baths, ponds. And so maybe what you can do is, if you do have those in your home, one way to prevent the mosquitoes from really beginning to nest in that area is to make sure that the water is actually constantly moving through a pump or a fountain, or even introducing certain kinds of plants that deter mosquitoes. And you can even get mosquito eating fish if you have a pond, ironically. So one of the things that we oftentimes use is something called a mosquito dunk. And basically these are a way to introduce natural larvicide. That basically what it does is it's harmless to humans and pets, but what it does is that it actually kills the mosquito larvae if they ever were to lay in that area. Another great thing you can use and very common is citronella plants. So planting things like citronella, lavender, marigolds all act as a natural repellent to mosquitoes. One of the things that we really try to do, and what I do in my front yard, is actually I try to scatter some of these plants through every area, and that kind of just overall, and that way, because they also bloom in different times of the year, kind of help throughout the whole spring into the fall to deter those mosquitoes even coming near your property. I already mentioned lavender and citronella, but ironically, another good one is rosemary, a very helpful plant that I have in my front yard to help deter mosquitoes. And then finally, a couple things that you could use that are very useful products and have been popular to prevent mosquitoes is the use of mosquito nets, especially around seating areas, or definitely it's a more practical option. Outdoor fans to keep the air moving, and of course everyone knows about the yellow lights that attract them away from the areas that you are, and basically draw them to other areas where you want to keep them away from your natural hangout areas in your home. There are some more kind of complex technological solutions, such as using like an actual mosquito trap. You have smart sprinkler systems that you can get that are actually programmed to avoid overwatering, so you don't get standing water, and just to reduce those potential breeding grounds. There's a couple things too you need to be aware of with seasonal changes. For example, during rainy seasons, you really want to be really aware of kind of some of that standing water, and maybe trying to be more on top of using any preventative mosquito measures when there's a lot of rain. And then even winter months, when you think that mosquitoes wouldn't be an issue, there are certain things that you can do to prevent basically that standing water that can lead to an eventual breeding ground into the spring and summer. A couple things too that we oftentimes work with people to do is, if a lot of homeowners really struggle to stay on top of the mosquitoes, even with all these measures, our goal is really to provide a really low cost solution to be able to help homeowners to actually be able to enjoy their backyard all year round. So we provide a bunch of different services that you can actually look into more on our website at carymosquitocontrol.com. feel free to reach out to us, and so we can give you some more advice, or if you're looking for professional service, we'd be happy to walk you through what that looks like. So hope to talk to you guys again, and look out for some more videos.